usually with a big smile. As if surviving my AP World History class was not enough proof of her success, I was lucky enough to have her in Economics and U.S. History. In both classes, she made Quizlets days prior to the exams and shared them with all her fellow classmates. All 4 years of high school, she started in every varsity softball game and was MVP twice, plus she made second team all-conference 3 years in a row. Her speech and debate involvement and accomplishments include achieving third at state competition in creative story twice and third place in program oral interpretation. As Key Club secretary, she participated in Key Club's Helping the Homeless project, creating bags of hygiene items to pass out to homeless people. This year, she served as executive president of Student Council, running meetings, putting together acts of kindness for students, and even helped put together today's events. She plans on attending Great Northern University in Spokane, Washington, to study intercultural studies. She wants to use her degree to help people. I cannot think of something more fitting for this amazing student, and I would be proud if my own daughter turned out like her. Please help me welcome this young woman of strength, your 2020 valedictorian, Heidi Sussenbach. Yeah! Wow, okay. I'd like to first of all say thank you to everyone who talked before me for making me cry. Just kidding, I love all of you. Okay, so 10 years ago, my sister Samantha graduated from this very high school. And her graduation marked the very first time that I had ever heard about the honor of valedictorian. But it didn't take much time after that for me to set my sights on the coveted position. With 10 years to think about it, especially after spending 4 of those years on the speech team, you would think that I would have thought of something, even if not impactful or humorous, to say in this speech. Thing is though, 10 years is much too long to think about anything. The only thing I've had this much time to think about is what my favorite Pokemon is. And much like my favorite Pokemon, this speech has changed in my mind based on my own situation in life and the influence, though often unwittingly, of those around me. Countless beginnings, nerdy jokes, heartfelt requests, takeaway messages have whirled around in my head for the past 10 years. But I never wrote any of them down. I honestly didn't actually think I would make it this far, that I would choke at the last minute and lose everything I've worked so hard to achieve. If we had graduated last year, I would have talked about the beginning of the rest of our lives, about the utopian idea of a world with endless opportunities for those who believe and are willing to work hard to make their dreams a reality. Now, though, the world is terrifying. A new issue has arrived every month this year, and I can honestly say that I am scared of the world that I once believed offered nothing but opportunities for success. This year has taught us that so little of our lives, which we generally believe to be mostly under our command, is actually within our control. While scurrying around in horror at the idea that nothing in my life is within my control, I remembered some advice given to me by countless people over the years. We always have control over ourselves. And here, after leaving this school and the people who have known us for most of our lives, this concept takes on a new meaning. While I cannot speak of the hopeful beginning for an entire universe of possibility like I once wanted to, I can speak of a new, seemingly smaller beginning. The beginning of all of us, the class of 2020, finally becoming who we want to be. As we step forward and go out into the world and whatever trials that entails, We have the ability to change ourselves and the decisions we make based off of what we learned in the time we were gifted with here in this small town, without fear of completely destroying the images of ourselves we've established in the hearts of our closest friends, classmates, and others around us. I cannot say that when we meet again in the near or distant future that I will be the same person that I am now. In fact, I really hope I'm not. I still have a lot of growth to experience, and I'm sure many of you feel the same way. I can say this, though. Whatever the future looks like and however long it takes, I look forward to re-meeting you, class of 2020. Thank you.